Our next contest is scheduled for 3 rounds. This in the lightweight division. Your referee for this bout is Fred Mello. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, fighting out of the red corner to my left, weighing in at 155 pounds, representing Peter Rogers and hailing from Baltic, Connecticut, please welcome the undefeated Thane Stimson. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner to my right, weighing in at 147 pounds, and hailing from the town of Riverside, Rhode Island. He's representing Team Allen, JKD. Please welcome Dinis Paiva.
Pair of lightweights in the cage right now. Thane Stimson of Baltic, Connecticut, taking on Dinis Paiva of Riverside, Rhode Island. Paiva, a former standout amateur wrestler in the black trunks. Thane Stimson also in black trunks. He has the blue trim. That's how we differentiate the two fighters. Both men have one MMA bout under their belts. Stimson with a record of 1-0. Paiva lost his lone MMA fight thus far. Went for a kick to the head with the right hand thus far.
A nice takedown there by Paiva, but Stimson recovered real well. So he automatically pulled guard, went for the guillotine choke. Doesn't seem to have it. You want to have full guard for that to really work. And now where they are inside control, I really don't think this is going to work for him.
And even if he doesn't get the submission, he's making Paiva work to get out of it.
He is making him work, and that's good, especially, you know, with only one fight under his belt. You don't know how his stamina is coming in.
Paiva gets out of that guillotine attempt. Now looks like he's trying to rain down punches on Stimson, as Stimson feverishly trying to get back to his feet, and he may just be a little bit successful.
Nice scramble there by Stimson to get back on his feet and to get into the clinch. Stimson having Paiva pressed up against the cage, going to try to go for the takedown here. See, there he goes.
And it looks like Paiva was trying to work his way into a guillotine attempt.
Nice wrestling by Paiva early on in the fight here. As you said, Paiva came in with a nice wrestling background, and that is a great background to have to start off your amateur martial arts.
Stimson also claims to have a bit of a wrestling background. Nevertheless, his favorite MMA fighter is Matt Hughes, who I think is the poster child of former amateur wrestlers turned successful MMA fighters.
Very awkward position he has Stimson in here. See Stimson really trying hard to get on his feet, but Paiva getting his hooks in. You see he's going to look for the rear naked choke now. You're going to want to see Stimson try to either shake him off or try to roll to it and almost give up the mound-like position. It would be better than getting choked out right now, Peter.
I think anything would be better than getting choked out in the opening round.
I agree.
Shake him off, Dave! Chin down!
Well, Paiva may be the winless fighter coming into this bout, but he's having some success in the early goings of this contest now.
So far. His wrestling's really look outstanding. He was able to reverse it up against the cage. But you see, Stimson trying to shake out and come out the back door, so to speak, and it looks like he almost has it.
The buzzer sounds ending round one. Good opening round for Paiva. Stimson weathers the storm and survives to fight another round. Now, you were talking about how amateur wrestling is a great background to have while entering mixed martial arts. I've heard some MMA experts say that's the best background to have coming into the sport. Would you agree?
I agree. The way the sport's going, wrestlers are just dominating right now. I mean, if you know how to get opponents on their back and how to get off of your back, it gives you a huge advantage. And we saw that with Paiva here. You've got to give it to Stimson. He was able to survive the end of that round in a very, very dangerous position.
And we're seeing a lot of wrestlers really evolve and make the transition within time. Take Rashad Evans, for example. When he first entered the UFC, he strictly was an amateur wrestler. He would take guys down, was criticized for laying, praying, and winning unanimous decisions a lot.
Exactly. He's developed great stand-up. We've seen head kick knocks out for him. We saw him, defeat, Quentin Rampage Jackson, some nice stand-up.
It seemed like recently he's fallen in love with boxing a little bit, and he's been taking guys out a la Chuck Liddell, one-shot punches, but you mentioned some leg kicks as well. He's really rounding out his game. I forget the guy's name who he knocked out with a kick to the head, but that guy was making his UFC debut.
Sean Salmon, yes. Brutal knockout.
It was his UFC debut, and he ended up getting knocked out on national television.
And here we have Stimson with the underhooks here against the cage. We're trying to work some knees to the legs. Nice brief takedown, but again, Paiva able to get back to his feet. And again, Paiva's wrestling's really impressing me, Peter, so far. He's in side control again. And as we see Stimson trying to control his head, again, it's very hard to submit guys from this positioning. I mean, when you look, what he did right there was perfect and rolled him. He's back on his knees and is able to get to his feet if he wants to.
Keep your hips low.
I think a lot of fighters in that position want to deliver knees to the head, but it's illegal even with the pros. Have a guillotine attempt here, and it's full guard. Very tight. Excellent submission here, Peter. And that's one thing about wrestlers. When going for the takedown, you leave your neck wide open. Stimson took advantage of it, got the guillotine in full guard, and locked it up for the win.
So despite the early good goings for Dinis Paiva, Thane Stimson prevails in the end as he forces Paiva to tap out within the second round. Paiva getting up a little bit disappointed, but a lesson learned, and I'm sure he'll come back to fight another day, as he was successful in spurts during that bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time. 1 minute, 18 seconds of round number 2. Referee Fred Mello stops his contest. Your winner by tap out from a guillotine, Thane Stimson.
So 1:18 of the second round, Thane Stimson forces Dinis Paiva to tap out due to a guillotine. Stimson improves his MMA amateur record to 2-0. Paiva falls to 0-2.